And just find yourself in Sukhasana. Doesn't matter which leg is in front, just whatever is the most natural to you. Whatever you just did is perfect. And let your wrists just kind of rest, palms up on your knees. Let your eyes close. And if you hear the birds, that's just an extra bonus. I have the door open so Rufus can go do his thing while I'm teaching. So as you let your eyes close and you start to settle in, just notice right off the bat where you have sensation, even in this easy posture. With the feet kind of resting on their sides, with the knees out to the side, this external rotation in your hips. You may already notice a bit of a difference happening, especially in your lower body, but as you make your spine longer, you might notice some sensations all up each side of the spine. You might notice that your shoulders start to get heavy. And as you stack the spine, start to bring your attention to your breath. Starting to allow the ribs to get wide. Letting the belly fill up. Letting the hips settle a little bit. And for the next 3 breaths, the biggest, fullest, deepest breath that you can take in and that you can release. So using low belly muscles, using those muscles around your ribs to get every last bit of air out so that the next breath can be even bigger. And notice after that 3rd exhale, when you return to your natural breath, just notice how you feel, if anything has shifted or released in your muscles. Take a nice big inhale breath. Arms come up, palms come to touch in the center. Exhale, hands through heart center and down to the floor in front of you, and start to walk forward. Just as far as your hips and the low back will allow. And then on the next exhale, maybe sink a little bit more deeply. Maybe a little softness, roundness come into the upper spine. And maybe even chin comes to chest. And noticing the difference here, maybe it is in one hip pretty pronounced and then the other one not as much. Or maybe both of them are shouting at you. So back up a little bit. So you're still full folded kind of forward, but some of the sensation is gone. The knee that's in the front, you know, the foot that's in the front, let your hand rest on that knee and look up over your shoulder. So pressing down with that knee and looking up over the shoulder. Notice what happens in that hip. This may be my new favorite thing to do. And then unwind. Come all the way back up. Switch the foot that's in the front. Inhale, lift up. Palms touch and exhale, hands through heart center, hands to the floor and walk forward. Maybe a little farther, maybe a little less distance than you walked on the other side, but give it a breath or two in this stopping place before you exhale and maybe go a little bit deeper. Maybe chin comes to chest. And then slide back up a little bit. The knee that's in the front gets a hand. Look up over the shoulder as you press down on that knee. And you can kind of use your other hand, put it, I don't know, explore where that works for you to use a little resistance there. You might be able to find a little more twist. Seems like one side is more satisfying than the other. Kind of move around and just decide which stretch works for you on this side. And then unwind. Come all the way back up and grab your strap. And we'll send hands up, palms forward. And I want to say hands wider than your shoulders, but you'll be able to tell how wide you need your hands to be here in just a second. So take a big inhale breath, send your knuckles back and your eyes up. And then on your exhale, pull the strap down behind your head. We'll inhale, lift up. So if hands need to slide out, that's totally cool. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last time down. And then inhale up. Keep the hands where they are. The right arm stays straight. The left arm bends kind of behind your head, or like kind of rests on top of your head. Inhale up to center. Right arm bends and rests maybe on top of, a little bit behind the head. Inhale back up. And exhale down. Just let your arms rest down by your sides for a second. It doesn't seem like that much work, but it kind of felt like a lot of work. That could just be me. And go ahead and make your way to your tabletop with your blocks, with fingers draped over your blocks. And knees for this part, just where you always keep them in tabletop, under the hips. And on your inhale, send your belly down, your chin up. Exhale, round the spine, press through the hands, press through the top of the feet. And one more each way, belly down, chin up. Exhale, round. And then come back into center. Move your knees into the middle so that they are touching. And send your right foot out, bend your right leg, maybe flex the foot. I'm not sure, it'll depend. You'll figure it out. Lean into the left hand, reach the right hand back, coming into this half bow situation. It's a pretty big balance. If hand and foot are together, press just a little, woo, a little bit higher up. Will change your balance. And then release all the way down. Widen the knees again. Leave the hands where they are on the block and exhale back into child's pose. So kind of let your forearms rest on your blocks. And maybe your face kind of hovers just above the mat. But a little bit of opening for the chest, for the front of the shoulder here. And then make your way back up to tabletop. Knees come in closer together. Send your left foot out. Bend the left leg. Find balance in that whole right side first. Left hand reaches back. Ooh, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. And then once you get there, maybe pressing the foot up toward the ceiling. And then release down. Ooh. Slide your blocks out of the way. Come all the way to your belly and send your arms down by your sides and take a cheek to the mat. Let your palms face up so the backs of your hands are on the mat. Make fists and kind of rock them side to side. Kind of opening the wrist crease there. Maybe open and close the hands a little bit. And then just let them relax. Let your breath come however it comes. And then make your way up into a sphinx. And this is where you may or may not want the strap. It's just a quad stretch. But if you want to slide the loop around your ankle and pull the strap up over your shoulder instead of reaching the arm back and sending the heel down, totally up to you, because it is two different things. When you push the heel down, kind of gets all the whole front of the hip all the way down, the quads, kind of compresses the knee, and when you use the strap and pull it over your shoulder, it's just a different deal. So just decide which you prefer today. And find a breath. And then release all the way back down. Arms down by your side. Take your other cheek to the mat. And maybe, if this is already kind of intense on your low back, kind of let feet come up toward the ceiling in a windshield wiper side to side. Just a little release there. And then feet come down if they were up. Come back up to your elbows. Decide which strap or strapless that you want to do on the left side. Kind of pulling pulling the strap up over the shoulder or heel down toward the seat. And if you have your heel pulled down toward your seat, send your kneecap, send your knee down toward the end of your mat. Find some length there in the front of the hip. And find a breath. And then release. Move your strap over to the side, and then we'll come down into Makrasana, arms up, forehead on the back of the hands, knees bent, feet side to side. And let your feet come down, slide your hands underneath the shoulders, come through your cobra, through your tabletop, and back into a child's pose. Do whatever you want to with your arms. Just a couple really long exhales here, letting your ribs and your belly kind of sink down between the thighs. And make your way up into a tabletop. Let's see how we want to do this. Have your strap just sort of in the middle of the long side. And we'll grab it, and maybe you won't. So come up into downward facing dog. And make the moves that you make. Pedal the feet. Roll the ankles, lift a leg, lift another leg, shift back and forth, wag your tail, do the things. And then start the journey to the top of the mat, however you do that. Walking, hopping. Soften the knees. Find a nice long exhale at the bottom of your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale up. Pull hands into heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, and on your way up, grab your strap. So coming all the way up into crescent lunge. And maybe a warrior one, like if you're feeling like you want a little more stability, bring your heel down in the back. And then take your strap. Two options here. You can interlace fingers behind without the strap and send knuckles down toward the back heel, or you can hold on to the strap, palms facing forward, and kind of walk hands, pinkies, toward one another. So palms are still facing forward. The whole idea here is to keep the chest open. So whether the fingers are interlaced or you're using the strap, sending shoulder blades toward one another, chest open. Take a big inhale breath. And on your exhale, start to shift forward into the left foot. Let that right toe stay down in your balance. Just for a second. Re-engage with the strap or the interlace of the hands. Soften the left leg. Flex the right foot. Shift into warrior three. Pull the right knee forward as you come into one leg mountain. And release the foot. And drop the strap for a second. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, soft knees, long spine, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Find the strap again if you used it. Step your left foot back. Either crescent or warrior one, come up into standing. And then same deal. Interlacing hands behind or strap, palms facing forward. Pinkies as close together as is reasonable. Shoulder blades toward one another. And a firm belly here kind of supports that whole thing. Take a big inhale breath. Exhale, shift your weight forward into, first just a little teeter-totter situation with the back toe down. And then when you feel ready, re-engage, open the chest, maybe pull the strap, flex the back foot, warrior three. The depth that's appropriate for you today. Pull the left knee up into one leg mountain. Release the foot, release the strap. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, soft knees, long spine, fold. And then we'll stay in this fold for a second. So if you want to ragdoll the arms, do that. If you want to bend the legs a whole bunch, do that. You can shake and nod the head. You can rock forward and back, side to side. And plant the hands. Come to tabletop. And all the way down to your back. And at first, just come into that giant X. With the palms up, arms overhead, feet and hands wide. Take a big inhale breath. And a long exhale. Pull both knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze and a rock. And all the things you do. Send both feet straight up. Maybe hold on to the backs of the legs. Maybe not. And really flex your toes down toward you. Point your toes away. And pull your knees into your chest. Send your arms out to the side and just let knees fall from that place today. It's kind of a big twist and hips are a little cockeyed. So if that feels weird and you really feel like you want to hop your hips before you twist, totally do that. And take one more breath. Pull knees back into center. And let them fall over to the other side. And then come back into the middle. Let your legs and arms come down and long. And let your eyes close. And just notice how the front body feels after all that opening. Notice how the low back feels. And just start to allow some softness to come into the front body, to come into the low back. Let your breath be slow and easy. And start to make your way toward your side. And find a breath here in this transition space. And make your way up into seated. Listen, arms out and up, and inhale. And palms come to heart center. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.